I was just talking to Mel Hardy from the IRS, and he reminded me that this is the 10th celebration of EITC Awareness Day, and I know a lot of people, it was a surprise to me. I know it's been around, but you never step back and think about, wow, it's the 10th year that we celebrated this important day. Now, I know EITC Awareness Day doesn't roll off the tongue like Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah or things like that, but it's a really great day this year to celebrate the EITC. And it's really great to celebrate the EITC, the CTC, the ALTC, all the tax credits for working families this year because we had a huge victory in December. Yes, absolutely. We can clap that up. And you'll hear more about what that victory was, but as we talk today, but we're going to celebrate in the way the true wonks do, which is with stimulating conversation and debate. So we're going to move forward with that today. Before I go any further, I do want to just do a quick housekeeping. If you're live tweeting the event, please use the hashtag, and our social media person will kill me if I don't do it, so I'm doing it now. EITC 16. And with that, we'll get started. First of all, I want to thank Lauren Pescator of Tax Credits for Working Families for co-sponsoring this event with us. My name is Jeremy Greer. I'm the Vice President for Policy and Research at CFED. And for those of you that don't know who CFED is a nonprofit organization that really focuses on expanding and moving forward what we call an opportunity economy, and an economy in which people can save, invest, are financially secure, and have access to the tools and ability to advance economically. I also want to thank Senator Sherrod Brown. One, he's not here today, so he doesn't hear my thanks, but his staff are here, and that's important. But I want to thank him, one, because he was the hard charger and the leader around the victories that we had in December. And he got us his room, which means we wouldn't be sitting here or standing here were it not for his staff. So I want to give a round of applause to Senator Sherrod Brown. So the reason we celebrate today is that these tax credits, we know, are critically important to the economic lives of low and moderate income families. We know that, one, because you're going to hear that from a esteemed group of experts, but we also know that because of the experiences of people in communities that are accessing these credits, to people that are helping those people access these credits. And that's been documented over many years, and you'll hear some of that documentation today. CFED has been fortunate to coordinate what's called a Tax Opportunity Network, or TON. And that is a coalition of 700 organizations and individuals that are bound together in this fight through working through the volunteer income tax assistance program. And that is a program that provides tax services to low-income families across the country so that they can access these vital resources. So we're going to kick this off today in the place that we should always kick off policy discussions. This is a thing that CFED is rooted in our beliefs, and that's with research. You're going to hear very soon from Professor Catherine Eden. She's going to lead us off and talk about two of her books, two books that are really seminal. It's Not Like I'm Poor and $2 a Day. And these are two books that have really framed how we think and really given voice to the experiences of low-income families. We're also going to hear from Ellen Niesenbaum. Ellen works for an institution, the Center for Budget and Policy Priorities, CBPP, and they're really the leaders in moving forward the advances that we saw in December, and she'll talk to you again more about those. And then you're going to hear from Senator Booker. So when Senator Booker isn't digging people out of snow, He is an advocate for working families across the country. You're going to have an opportunity to hear from him about how important this work is. And then finally, you're going to hear from an esteemed panel of people, which I won't introduce. That'll be the job of our moderator, Dylan Matthews from Vox. But I'm going to close to really just talk about the themes that we want to touch on today. You know, one of those themes that we talked about is really understand the breadth of the legislative victory that we saw in December and why that's so important to working families. But more importantly, we want to talk about what's next. You know, what are we going to do next? And the speakers are going to talk about an array of proposals that are going to really move things forward. For example, you know, while they don't agree on much, Speaker Ryan and President Obama have both talked about the importance of expanding the EITC to childless workers. In a survey recently by Intuit and the Center for Social Development, it was found, and you'll hear hopefully more about this research on the panel, that tax time is a great moment to improve savings in families. And then finally, we know from years and years of research that we got a lot to do as it comes to higher education credits and the impact that they can have on families. So with that, I'm going to stop and I'm going to introduce our first speaker. It's my pleasure to introduce Professor Catherine Eden. She is, as I mentioned, the author of two important and seminal books, It's Not Like I'm Poor and $2 a Day. Through these books, they presented mounds of data, but more importantly, vivid real-life stories that really illustrate the struggles and the resilience of low-income families and how they use resources like the Earned Income Tax Credit. So with that, again, happy EITC Awareness Day, and I'll welcome Professor Catherine Eden.